Alright students, let's go ahead and revise the first chart of custom, which is levy and exemption from custom duty. Everyone over here now. Now, the first thing which we are going to learn over here is, sir, what is the historical background of customs? Sir, the historical background. What do you mean by custom? Custom means an habitual practice. In the earlier time, it was a customary for the traders from one kingdom, when they are going to another kingdom, they used to offer gift to the king so that the king is happy and he will allow them to sell the goods. So earlier times, what used to happen, people used to go from one kingdom to another kingdom. So when they are going to another kingdom to sell their goods, they used to give some gift to the king so that the king is happy. When the king is happy, he will allow them to do business over there. During those gifts, the gift was a during those days, the gift was a custom. Now it is collected by the government as custom duty. Sir, custom duty is collected under what section? Who went ahead and gave the government the power to go ahead and collect custom duty? Sir, article number 246, 7th schedule which is there. In that, union list may entry number 83 goes ahead and gives the power to the parliament to go ahead and make the law with respect to customs. So custom duty is basically collected by the central government by the power which is made by the parliament. Yes sir, point is clear, which is by using the power given by entry number 83. Custom law, when we go ahead and talk, custom law can be divided into the Custom Act. Custom Act goes ahead and gives the entire law with respect to import or export. Custom Tariff Act. Custom Tariff Act goes ahead and provides the rate of custom duty. Basically, Custom Tariff Act has two schedules. First schedule, second schedule. First schedule gives import duty ka rate. Second schedule gives export duty ka rate. Then, sir, under the custom law, we have rules. What do you mean by rules? Rules are basically issued by central government. Rules are issued to go ahead and fulfill the purpose of the act. Then we have regulation. Regulations are issued by whom? Regulations are issued by CBIC, and it is to carry out again the purpose of the act over here. Next, sir, now we are going to learn about section number 12. Section number 12 of the Customs Act goes ahead and says, custom duty shall be levied on what? Shall be levied on goods which are imported into India or exported from India. Sir, imported into goods, what do you mean by custom duty will be levied on goods? What do you mean by goods? Goods means vessel, vehicle and aircraft. Vessel, aircraft or vehicle, only when they are permanently imported they shall be goods, not when they are coming as conveyance. It was held in case of Jal Udyog ka case law that whenever vessel, vehicle or aircraft is coming into India as conveyance, they are not goods, but if they are permanently imported, only then they are goods and custom duty can be levied. Sir, stores are also goods. What do you mean by stores, everyone? Always remember, stores means goods for use in vessel, vehicle, vessel or a aircraft, and this vessel or aircraft and includes fuel and spare parts and any other article of equipment, whether or not for immediate fitting. Basically, stores mean whenever one ship may, human beings are there who are coming for human being, the food, life jacket, etc., and for the consumption of the ship, the fuel, spare part, etc., are known as stores. And sir, stores are also goods. Then we have baggage. What do you mean by baggage? Baggage means the baggage which people get along with them. Baggage includes unaccompanied baggage, but it does not include motor vehicle. Currency and negotiable instruments are also goods, and any other kind of movable property is also goods. Now, they have gone ahead and told, what do you mean by any other kind of movable property? Any other kind of movable property means TV, mobile phone, iPad, intangibles which are put on media are also goods. Now, here there is a very famous case law which is Associate Cement Companies ka case law, where the Supreme Court went in and held that drawings, design, manual, technical material are goods and they are liable to custom duty whenever they are imported into India. So, custom duty is levied on goods which are imported into or exported from India. Sir, what do you mean by India? India ka definition says India includes the territorial waters of India. Now, Sir, what is the significance of these territorial waters of India? India का definition is simple. India includes the territorial waters of India. Sir, what is the significance of territorial water? Whenever one ship enters the territorial water, it is import, and whenever one ship crosses the territorial water, it is export. Territorial waters of India, it is significant in determining import or export. Sir, then always remember from the baseline up to 200 nautical mile is the Indian custom water. Sir, what is the significance of Indian custom water? This water is India ka custom water. Basically, in this custom water, if there is a ship which is there, the Indian custom officer have the power in the Indian custom water. They can stop a ship, search a ship, and if they have any doubt, then they can go ahead and arrest the people, confiscate the goods and the conveyance also. That is the power, significance of the Indian custom water is that the custom officers have the power to stop, search, arrest, confiscate the goods and the conveyance. Sir, is exclusive economic zone and continental shelf also India? No, Baba. Exclusive economic zone and continental shelf is not India, but the Indian government, the central government has the power under the Maritime Zone Act that if central government wants, the Custom Act and the Custom Tariff Act applicability can be extended by the government up to designated areas of the continental shelf and exclusive economic zone, and central government has used the power under the Maritime Zone Act and extended the applicability of the Custom Act and Custom Tariff Act to the designated areas of the continental shelf and exclusive economic zone. For, sir, so Custom Act and Custom Tariff Act has been made applicable to those designated areas where exploration of mineral oil, petroleum or natural gas is basically happening. Hence, those areas form part of India for the levy of custom duty. Now, custom duty is levied on goods imported into India or exported from India. Sir, what do you mean by import? Taxable event in customs is import and export. Imported means bringing into India from a place outside India. So whenever you get the goods from outside India into India, that is import. So sir, import basically means whenever ship enters the territorial waters of India, it is import. Yes, Baba. Supreme Court in the case of Garden Silk Mill well and told, in case of goods which are cleared for home consumption, import starts. Import starts when the goods cross the territorial waters of India, means they enter the territorial water of India. Import starts. Taxable event starts. Taxable event is completed when a person files a bill of entry for home consumption to take the goods out of the custom barrier. So, import commences when goods enter the territorial water but continues and is completed when goods become part of the mass of the goods within the country. The taxable event is reached, means the taxable event is complete when the goods reach the custom barrier and a bill of entry for home consumption is filed. That is the time custom duty is levied. Basically, when you file a bill of entry to take the goods out of the customs. Okay, sir, point is clear. Kiran spinning mill, basically, in case of warehouse goods, what is the taxable event? The custom barrier is sought to be, you are trying to come out of the custom barrier when you go ahead and file a bill of entry for home consumption. Custom barrier is crossed when they are sought to be taken out of the custom. That is taxable event is when you file a bill of entry to take the goods out of the warehouse, and that is the time custom duty shall be levied. Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals ka case law. Sir, in the bill of lading, it is written that 1000 liters of oil has been sent from US, but in India only 900 liters has been received. Then custom duty will be levied on 1000 liters, which is told in the bill of lading, or 900 liters, which is actually received. They went ahead and clarified duty levied on actual quantity of crude oil received and not on the quantity which was told in the bill of lading. Next, sir, Urban Lloyd Chills Offshore Limited. What happened in case of Urban Lloyd Chills Offshore Limited? Urban Lloyd Chills Offshore had an offshore unit. Now, this area is India. What Urban Lloyd Chills Offshore did? From outside India, they got some machinery or might be they got some equipment on this offshore unit. Now this offshore unit is India, and when you are getting some machineries etc. on this offshore unit, import duty will be levied. That was held by the court. Urban Lloyd Chills Offshore Limited, goods imported for consumption on the oil rigs which are situated in the continental shelf or exclusive economic zone. Those oil rigs are deemed to be a part of India, and hence whenever you get some goods to the oil rigs for consumption in the oil rigs or any machinery you import duty will be attracted. Custom duty is levied on goods imported or exported from India. Sir, what do you mean by export? Export means taking out of India to a place outside India. Sir, whenever you take the goods from India outside India, that is export. Now, export ka case mein always remember, forex realization is not important over here. Sir, forex realization is not at all important. Okay, sir, point is clear. What, when is it export? Take from India, outside India, over export. Next, for it to be told export, forex realization is not the criteria. Okay, sir, point is clear. Next, always remember, export ka case mein, sir, once you cross the territorial water, it is export. Now, sir, when the ship was going and ship sank within the territorial water, then what will happen? In case of Rajendra Dyeing and Printing Mill, if vessel sank within the territorial water, it is not export. Sir, one ship went outside the territorial water. Ship went outside the territorial water. Later on, it returned back. Baba, as soon as you cross the territorial water, it is export. Even though afterwards you are might be returning for damages, but once the ship goes outside the territorial water, then might be it is returning for damages. But still, it is export. It was held in case of Sun Industries ka case law. Everyone over here, custom duty is levied on goods imported into or exported from India, but this custom duty ka levy is subject to some remission, some exemption. Let's go ahead and understand the remission, abatement and exemption from duty. Everyone over here, section number 13 goes ahead and says, sir, custom duty is generally levied on goods imported or exported from India, but no duty liability if goods after unloading when they were at the custom port, but before clearance order for home consumption or warehousing is given, if the goods are being pilfered, you don't have to pay any duty. Pilferage means small theft. So your goods were unloaded at the port, there was a small theft, then you don't have to pay any duty. Pilferage should happen at the port in the custody of the custodian. You don't get pilferage if pilferage happens in the warehouse. Pilferage should happen at the port in the custody of the custodian. Okay, sir. Section number 23 goes ahead and talks about remission of duty on goods lost or destroyed. Lost or completely destroyed. Pilferage is small theft. Big theft is known as lost. Sir, remission of duty on goods lost or destroyed. Section number 23 applies when there is no pilferage. If it is pilferage, section number 13 will be applicable. Section number 23 will not apply. But if it is a big amount of goods which are lost, then Baba, in that scenario, section number 23 is applicable. Section number 23 says duty will be remitted, means you don't have to pay the duty. But you have to go ahead and prove that burden of proof is on the importer, that is remission only if assistant commissioner or the deputy commissioner of customs is satisfied that the goods have actually been lost or destroyed, and lost or destroyed should happen before the clearance from custom, that is either before the clearance from custom for home consumption or before clearance from warehouse. Means always remember one thing, lost or destroyed related, you will get a remission even if goods are lost or destroyed at the port, or might be the goods are lost or destroyed in the warehouse. Yes, sir, we will remember that. Hence, it is applicable in case of warehouse goods also. But pilferage is only allowed when the pilferage happens at the port, not in the warehouse. Yes, sir, point is clear. Section number 22 goes ahead and says remission of duty on the goods which are abandoned. You went ahead and got the goods into India. You didn't like the goods. You are telling, sir, I ordered for Apple iPhone. They came pineapple phone. I don't want it. You abandon the goods. Custom department will abandon the duty. They are going ahead and telling owner of the goods before clearance or depositing in the warehouse can go ahead and relinquish the title and no duty shall be payable. Basically, you can save the duty. Sir, you went ahead and imported AK-47 and you are telling, I relinquish the title to the department. Don't catch me. They are telling, sir, you can't relinquish the title. Now we will send you to jail also. No relinquishment with regards to offensive goods. Imported goods, importer may relinquish the title. What are the scenarios when you can go ahead and relinquish the title? Goods are not as per the specification. Okay. Goods are damaged or deteriorated during the voyage, rendering them useless. They are useless for you. Might be mangoes came. Now mangoes ka only seeds are there. During the voyage, whole mangoes are gone. Only the seeds are remaining. Why will you clear? You leave the goods, department will leave the duty, or there might be a breach of contract and you are not willing to take the delivery, abandon the goods, department will abandon the duty. Then we have section number 24, power of making rules for denaturing or mutilation. Denaturing means reducing the nature, reducing the quality of the goods, and mutilation means breaking it into piece. You went ahead and imported alcohol. Alcohol can be used for liquor also. Alcohol can be used for factory consumption also. You are telling, I want to use it for factory consumption. The officer sitting at the port has the power to denature the alcohol, and that is known as denaturing of alcohol. Once he goes ahead and denatures, he will mix the chemical in the alcohol, and the alcohol will now become fit only for factory consumption. You can't drink it, and that is known as denaturing. And now once the alcohol is denatured, you will have to pay the duty on the alcohol as if the alcohol was imported in such denatured form. Okay, sir. Mutilation. You went ahead and imported a machine. That machine, you are telling, sir, it's a scrap for me. Then officer will tell, okay, I will go ahead and do the mutilation. I will break it into piece. Now, I'll go ahead and charge the duty on the machine as if the machine had come into India in such pieces only. Yes. So, the officer has the power to go ahead and do denaturing and mutilation. If imported goods may be used for more than one purpose, they can be mutilated, broken into pieces, or the nature can be denatured by custom. Post denaturing or mutilation, duty will be charged or at the rate applicable to such goods in denatured or mutilated form. The next one over here is section number 22, which goes ahead and talks about abatement of goods on goods which are damaged or damaged or deteriorated. Abatement of duty on goods which are damaged or deteriorated. So, if goods are damaged before or during unloading, after unloading, or warehouse goods before clearance for home consumption are damaged, abatement is available before or during unloading also. If any damage has happened, after unloading damage happened, then also abatement means discount in duty available. Sir, warehouse goods, if warehouse goods are damaged, then also abatement available. But deterioration is only available. Always remember, deterioration is only available before or during the unloading. If any deterioration means fall in quality happens, then abatement shall be available. Abatement with respect to deterioration is not available after unloading or for warehouse goods. Always remember, damage के लिए before, during unloading, after unloading, or when they are in the warehouse, abatement available. Deterioration only, fall in quality के लिए abatement is available only before or during unloading. Sir, what will be the value of the damaged goods? Value of the damaged or deteriorated goods at the option of the owner. You will be given an option. Either the value will be ascertained by the proper officer, or they will go ahead and say, sir, let's go ahead and sell the goods through auction or tender. We'll go ahead and sell the goods either through auction or tender, and the gross sale proceed will be taken as the value. Or if the importer agrees in any other manner, also the value can be determined. So there are three things. Number one, either the value ascertained by the proper officer, or they will go ahead and sell through auction or tender, or in any other manner if importer agrees. Okay, sir, point is clear. Sir, custom duty on D or D goods, damaged or deteriorated goods, what will be the custom duty payable? Go ahead, take the original custom duty on the original goods divided by the original value of the goods multiplied by the value of the goods after damage or deterioration. Custom duty on the goods before damage or deterioration multiplied by the value of the damaged or deteriorated goods divided by the value of the goods before damage or deterioration. Section number 25 goes ahead and gives the power to the government to grant exemption. Section number 25(1), central government, if in public interest, they can go ahead and issue a notification and grant exemption from custom duty by going ahead and publishing it in the official gazette. Section number 25(2), special case may special order can be issued and an exemption can be granted by the central government. Section number 25(2)(a), sir, if government wants, once one notification has been issued, within 1 year, government can go ahead and insert an explanation, and if an explanation is inserted within 1 year, the explanation will have retrospective effect. Section number 25(4)(a), notification which is issued under section number 25(1) and section number 25(2)(a), basically the explanation, what will be the effective date? The effective date will be the date of issue. The effective date shall be the date of issue by the central government. The notification when it is issued, that is the effective date, not the date when it is published in the official gazette. Always remember, notification issued today, after 5 days it is published in the official gazette. Notification is effective from the date of issue. Sir, what about special order which is issued when it is effective from? Arey Baba, special orders are case to case basis. So if special exemption is granted to me, it shall be communicated to me and I will be granted exemption. There is no effective date, etc. in case of special order. Then section number 25(4)(a) is an amendment. Section number 25(4)(a) is an amendment in the section number 25. Section number 25(4)(a) is inserted, which goes ahead and says, if government has gone ahead and given a conditional exemption shall, unless otherwise specified, varied or rescinded, unless if government has gone ahead and told when it will go ahead and expire, or unless government goes ahead and resigns it, takes it back, it shall be valid up to 31st March falling immediately after 2 years from the date of grant or variation. For an example, government went ahead and gave an exemption, conditional exemption, or as on 1st January 2020, it shall be valid for 2 years, 1st January 2021, 1st January 2022, but it shall be valid up to 31st March following the 2 years. That is, it will be valid up to 31st March 2022. Conditional exemption, unless government goes ahead and says when it will expire, it shall always expire as on 31st March after the expiry of 2 years. Okay, sir, point is clear. Then section number 21 goes ahead and says, sir, goods derelict, jetsam, flotsam, they are coming into India. I did not bring. Whether you bring into India or they are coming into India, always they shall be treated as goods imported into India and they shall be liable to duty. But if you go ahead and prove to the officer that, sir, these goods which have come into India floating are actually non-leviable or there is no duty on these goods, then he will not go ahead and charge duty. Otherwise, if they are goods which are dutiable, he will 100% go ahead and collect the duty from you. Then we have section number 20 over here. Sir, if I go ahead and make some goods in India, export, and then we go ahead and get it back to India, always remember section number 20 says re-importation of goods produced or manufactured in India. Always, whenever you re-import the goods, it is treated as fresh import and liable to duty. Sir, if I exported some goods and re-import, it will always be liable to duty as if they are fresh import and you will be liable to pay the custom duty. However, there are some concession which is given. Sir, goods exported under a claim of duty drawback or under refund of IGST or under a bond without payment of IGST. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I exported some goods. I was given a DBK by the government. I re-imported the goods. Sir, I have re-importation is fresh importation, but the concession is you don't have to pay the actual custom duty. Whatever DBK you had got, please pay the DBK back. Okay, sir. When I went ahead and exported, government gave me IGST ka refund. When I re-import, please pay the IGST back. That's it. Sir, when I exported, I gave an LUT or bond and I did not give IGST. When you re-import, please pay the IGST which you had not paid. Amount payable on re-importation DBK or the refund which you had availed or the IGST which you had not paid on exportation. Now the second point over here, sir, goods imported. Now there is some problem in the goods. I am going ahead and sending it back for repair. After repair, it will come back. When it is coming back, re-importation is fresh importation, sir, and I'll have to pay custom duty. But government went ahead and gave an exemption. Government told goods imported, then exported for repair, and then re-imported. Custom duty you don't have to pay on the total amount of import. You can go ahead and pay on going and coming ka freight and insurance and the fair cost of repair along with the cost of material. So sir, fair cost of repair plus the cost of material used in repair plus insurance and freight, two-way you can add that amount, and on that custom duty shall be payable. Always remember for point number 1 and 2, for point number 1 and 2, the condition is the re-import should happen within 3 years plus 2 years ka extension when we can be granted. Sir, same goods which were exported has to be re-imported. There should be no change of ownership between the time of export and re-import. When you exported and now you are re-importing, there should not be any change of ownership. Okay, sir. Sir, exemption for goods manufactured in India and exported and then re-imported. Made in India, everyone. I made some goods in India. It went outside India. Now there is some problem in the goods and it is coming back for repair and reconditioning. Then government is going ahead and telling you can get it back for repair and reconditioning. Do the repair and send it back. You don't have to pay any duty when you're getting it back for repair. So re-importation is like fresh import. I exported some AC from India. I made the AC in India, exported outside India. Now I am getting the AC back into India. Government went ahead and told when you are getting the AC back into India, it is re-import, fresh import. You have to pay custom duty. But then government told if you are getting it for repair, you don't have to pay the custom duty. Just give a bond at the time of re-importation, make the repair, send it back within 6 months plus further 6 months can be granted to you, and that re-importation which you did, you don't have to pay any custom duty. So if you have got for repair and reconditioning within 3 years of export, you should get it back for repair or reconditioning. 10 years in case of Nepal and Bhutan. Sir, repair is the word which is used for defunctional goods. But sir, if I get the goods back for reprocessing, refining or remake, might be I want to go ahead and make the process better. I sent some goods outside India. Now I am getting it back for refining it. Then in that scenario, you should get it back within 1 year from the date of export. You exported, within 1 year it should come back. Okay, sir. What are the conditions? No duty on re-import. So if I am getting it for repair or I am getting it for refining, always remember there will be no duty if you have gone ahead and done the repair or refining and you are exporting it back within 6 months plus 6 month extension can be granted. Sir, what goods you had got? The same goods are going back, and when you re-imported, you have given a bond. Then in that scenario, re-importation ke time pe you don't have to pay any custom duty. Okay, sir. Same goods are re-exported and execution of bond at the time of re-importation. You don't have to pay any duty for re-importation. Just do the repair or the refining and send it back. Re-importation pay, there will be no custom duty payable. There are some case laws over here. Hanil Era Textile. Hanil Era Textile was a 100% export oriented unit. What happened? They went ahead and imported DG set and furnace oil. They produced electricity and they went ahead and made with the electricity goods, and the goods which were made were being exported. Now, there was an exemption notification which told if an EUU goes ahead and imports, if the EUU goes ahead and import DG set and furnace oil, the duty will be exempted if they make electricity, and out of the electricity they make goods and goods are being exported. Hanil Era went ahead and did that, but one mistake which Hanil Era went ahead and did, they had some extra energy or extra electricity which was generated. Since electricity could not be stored, they went ahead and sold the electricity in the domestic tariff area. Custom department went ahead and told, why did you go ahead and sell the electricity in the domestic tariff area? We want the duty on the DG set and the furnace oil which was imported. Now, the case went to the court and court went ahead and told, was there any restriction in the notification, exemption notification, that you can't go ahead and sell the extra electricity in the domestic tariff area? Department told no. when there was no restrictive clause, in that scenario, Hanil Era has not gone ahead and done any default, and hence the court held that Hanil Era Textile will get the benefit of the exemption notification, and they don't have to pay any import duty on the DG set and the furnace oil. In absence of any restrictive clause in the notification, there is no violation of the condition of the notification, no duty for surplus power, which is no duty because they have gone ahead and sold the surplus power in the domestic tariff area. They don't have to pay any duty on the DG set and furnace oil. Next, the next one over here is Tullo India Operations Limited. Sir, what happened in case of Tullo India? Baba, Tullo India ka case mein what happened? Tullo India were denied an exemption because Tullo India could not go ahead and give a certificate. Now, Tullo India court, custom department went ahead and told, we will not go ahead and give you an exemption ka notification ka benefit. Tullo India went to the court. Tullo India told, sir, we had gone ahead and applied for the certificate with the Directorate of Hydrocarbons. He did not go ahead and give us the certificate on time, and because of that, the custom department is telling the exemption which is there, we will not give it to you. Sir, is it our mistake that the Directorate of Hydrocarbon did not go ahead and give us the certificate? Then the court went ahead and told, because the public functionary, the Directorate of Hydrocarbon did not go ahead and give the certificate, it is not the mistake of Tullo India, and Tullo India operations were to be granted the benefit of the exemption. They cannot be rejected the benefit of an exemption because of a default which is done by the public functionary. The Directorate of Hydrocarbon, the Directorate of Hydrocarbon did not issue the certificate. That is not the fault of the Tullo India operations. Importers claim of exemption cannot be rejected owing to non-compliance of a condition which is not within his power and control. The next case law over here is BPL displays ka case law. What happened in BPL displays, sir? BPL displays mein what happened? BPL went ahead and imported some articles. Now, there was an exemption notification which told, if you go ahead and import this article and use it to make final product, for an example, BPL imported screens, and there was an exemption notification which told screens, if they are used, for an example, I am telling, to make television, then the screens pay, you don't have to go ahead and pay any duty. Now, BPL went ahead and imported screen, but some screens were broken. Now, the screens which were broken, what will you do? You will not go ahead and pay any. You will say, sir, exemption notification is there and I will not pay on the duty on the entire lot. But department went ahead and told exemption is there when the screens are being used for the final product. The broken screen you did not go ahead and use for the final product, and we want the duty on the broken screens which are there, and hence the case went to the court, and the court went ahead and told, in case of BPL display devices, benefit of exemption available with respect to entire lot including damages, because the intention of the SSE when he went ahead and imported the screen, the intention was to use for final product, and hence the exemption shall be granted with respect to the entire lot imported. Next, the next case law refers to Tirupati Udyog Limited. What happened in Tirupati Udyog, sir? Sir, domestic tariff area se some goods were supplied to the SEZ. Now, the department went ahead and told that custom duty will be levied, export duty will be levied when DTA to SEZ goods are going. Baba, in the Custom Act or in the SEZ Act, nowhere it is told that domestic tariff area to SEZ when goods are going, custom duty will be levied, and hence it was held that supply from domestic tariff area to SEZ will not attract section number 12. Section number 12 of the Custom Act is also not retracted, and also in the SEZ Act it is nowhere told that custom duty or export duty will be levied, and hence no export duty on goods when they are sent from the domestic tariff area to the SEZ. Here we are done with a quick revision of your chapter of levy and exemption. Baba, A graded chapter, 4 to 6 marks they can ask in the exam. I would like to go ahead and close my revision on levy and exemption from custom duty over here, everyone.